It's all across Asia. These massive queues of people waiting to fill up their tanks before fuel prices jump even higher or the fuel runs out. This was the scene in China earlier this week, before prices for petrol and diesel went up for the 5th time this year. But authorities there have put a temporary control in place to reduce the impact on people. All this is happening because of the war in the Middle East, and Iran's blocking of the movement of oil and gas supplies from the Strait of Hormuz. It's no surprise people are angry. They're on strike in the Philippines, saying the government isn't doing enough. The president there has declared a national energy emergency. He says there are enough fuel supplies to last about 45 days, but his government is looking for other sources. An alternative is crucial because the Philippines imports most of its crude oil from the Middle East, and so do a lot of other Asian countries. Some state government officials in India say there should be enough supply to stop panic buying. But people at the petrol stations tell a different story.
मुझे लगता है केवल ऑफिस में बैठ के काम कर रहे हैं। जरा आप अपने ऑफिसर लोगों को बोलिए कि जाइए पेट्रोल पंप पे और फिर लोगों से कहिए और पेट्रोल पंप वाले से भी कहिए कि पेट्रोल है तो फिर बंद क्यों किए दिन भर। अगर आप कह रहे हैं किल्लत नहीं है, जब किल्लत नहीं है तो फिर रस्सी क्यों लगाई पूरे दिन भर। कल सुबह 10 बजे 11 बजे से पेट्रोल पंप के ऊपर।
It was a very different scene earlier this week in Bangladesh. No queues at most fuel stations in the capital Dhaka because they were closed. They just didn't have enough petrol or diesel. The inability to get fuel is having a real impact on people's lives. It means students not being able to get to school because their parents can't afford to fill up their cars or motorbikes. Drivers of the iconic jeepneys in the Philippines have been able to support their families for decades by offering rides to customers. They're now wondering if it's worth staying on the road as diesel costs nearly double, leaving them barely able to cover costs. In India, it's a matter of being able to eat because much of the country relies on liquefied natural gas for cooking. And in Sri Lanka, it means state institutions, schools, and universities are going dark midweek. The government has ordered an extra holiday on Wednesdays for at least the next couple of weeks to try and cope with the energy crisis. While the war in the Middle East continues, some countries have been able to take proactive measures. Japan, which imports 90% of its crude oil from the region, has started its biggest ever release of oil from its national reserves, enough to run the country for about a month. The idea is to keep domestic fuel prices from spiking and hurting Japan's economy.